Well, good evening, everybody. It's your professional lovers in training. I'm Patty.
And I'm Al.
And we're here to recap tonight's second episode of Married at First Sight, Season 11. So we had three couples that got married. Karen and Miles, Olivia and Brett, and Amani and Woody. Right. So, our recap is not going to be that long tonight because the couples just got married. Mm-hmm. And so just kind of really talking about the vibe that we sense between them. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's a little, I was thinking about the fact that now that we've been watching Married at First Sight for 2 seasons now, you and I went through the whole last season together. I've been watching it since the beginning. And they all start out so wonderful. The connection is good, and, you know, they don't know anything about each other. And so everything is just hunky-dory, smiles, and
putting your best foot
forward. And, you know, you just kind of wish it could stay there. And yet, we know that down the road, somebody's going to implode. But we'll start out with the positiveness tonight.
Yes, definitely. It can happen.
I did kind of feel some sort of way that Karen went through Miles's Instagrams and just found out all about him, and he did too, before actually meeting. So
on the wedding day,
like he said, she had a leg up.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, but she still went through with it. She had apprehensions, which, I mean, that's kind of it's weird in the first place, and then when you get to know a little bit about something or someone that you're getting ready to embark on a journey with, that's as serious as this is, you tend to even make those apprehensions a little bit more concrete, because now, you know, like she said, he's too sensitive. I don't know a woman on the face of this earth that would not enjoy a sensitive man.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that meant to her. We'll find out, because he's just a really nice guy. And what woman doesn't want a really nice guy? So, first of all, to her credit, she went through with it.
Right.
Because I was asking at first, if you know that you are a risk-averse person, why would you do something like Married at First Sight?
Really?
I don't understand that. So, you know, her anxiety was high and running deep, and on paper, he's not my type. So kudos to Karen for going through with it and discovering that this is exactly why you do Married at First Sight. If you've been in a certain comfort zone, or you've been, you know, attracted to the same kind of person over and over and over, and it hasn't worked, then that suggests that you need to try something different. Now, being open to trying something different and change is difficult for some people, and apparently very difficult for Karen. But kudos to her for going through with it, and hopefully discovering that he's just a really, really, really nice guy. And I hope that she can loosen up to the point of being open to the change, because I really feel like if she gives it a chance, he's going to
be everything that she needs and wants.
Yes. Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
I mean, I think she's a nice girl, you know, and I do believe that he's committed to this process, and he's a spirit-filled individual, and he evidently has a lot of faith in this situation. So,
and we liked how he broke out that handkerchief when she started melting at the altar. Because he was having a true meltdown,
Yeah.
not a giddy meltdown.
No.
Like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Meltdown. Did you have cold feet before we got married?
No.
I didn't either.
I sometimes reflect back on it, and I wonder if I was just kind of numb to the situation. It's like we're just going to this next stage because we've been on this journey. However brief our launch was,
Mm-hmm.
I was committed to the journey wherever it was going to take us.
Yeah, but no cold feet.
No.
So here's to Karen letting Miles in.
Yes.
And the two of them going on a journey that ends well.
And helping out Married at First Sight professionals percentage.
Yes, because the percentage is not that great.
It's not.
And yet, those who have stuck it out and
Yes.
stayed together, I mean, they
Yeah.
appear
It's
to
been
be
strong.
they appear to be doing well.
Yeah.
So, kudos there too. Then it was Brett and Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time I was like, oh, Olivia. But he came across decent tonight.
True. It's almost like a slight switch turned where he realized he was in something that was kind of real, and he respected it as being real.
Yeah.
It wasn't a joke, and, I still have reservations about him when he gets inebriated.
Yeah, because he doesn't seem to
Hold his
liquor well. Yeah. So hopefully if he keeps himself sober, we'll continue to see a different side of him.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, because she's so sweet.
Yeah.
It kind of
I don't think she's naive, though.
No, but she's just kind of sugary sweet.
Yeah, she is.
And I just don't want her messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like all fingers together, not just, like all fingers together for the two of them. For her surviving him. I hope he proves me wrong on every single level.
Yeah, because something this intense and real, you want to work out. You don't want to see failure.
Yeah.
I mean, because we have so much failure in marriages these days, and it's usually for the fact that people are not willing to work on it or work for it.
And that's what whose mom said that? I think that's what Woody's mom said.
Yeah,
yes. That brings us to Amani and Woody. She was like, marriage is work.
40 and 50 years down the line when you're married, people
still working.
Yeah, still working.
And that's why, let me do a little advertising plug here. That's why our book is so beneficial, because
it's valuable.
It's valuable from week 1 to year 60, 70. You can always go back and refer to principles in here and tips in here that will, give you the real deal and give you something to work on. Mm-hmm. So it's not just about, the tip, but it's about application. Yeah. Absolutely. So becoming a professional lover, great for newlyweds, middle of the road, married, long married.
Relationships.
Doesn't matter. All right. Shameless plug there. So Amani and Woody. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that she, they had a nice,
fun chemistry.
Very fun chemistry together. She appreciated his play style, and I hope that she can, keep appreciating that. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when a person is like too playful, overly playful, and you're not, it can begin to get on your nerves. Yeah. Especially if they don't appear to know how to be serious at serious times. Mm-hmm. If everything's always a joke, that can get old really fast. But he showed a sensitive side
Yeah.
to
No, he
himself when
definitely did.
his cousin,
When his cousin came up
was
and
given the
the
toast, and they were both crying. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
And she noticed it.
And she noticed it. Okay. He's a real man who doesn't
Yeah.
mind tears.
Well, he didn't have much of a choice. He was on a platform, and it was directed at him, so he couldn't hide from it. And he even said he wasn't expecting that, you know. But I think it was a great tribute by his cousin that, you know, was touching. It was just touching, man to man,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm. And so he, you know, he received that in the spirit that it was given. Didn't try to make light of it or anything, which was cool. And I like their dancing together. They both, you know, love to dance, and you could see that right away. And I think they were the one couple tonight who were the most comfortable with each other right off.
Yeah.
And that is such a plus when that happens. I think you and I were kind of like that. I mean, we were comfortable pretty much right off. Mm-hmm. There was no, you're not working at it, and awkward moments and
no, there was some awkward moments.
Well, I'm talking about in the relationship, the friendship.
Yeah.
Yes, there were some awkward moments. Like, well, we won't talk about that. Well, that was cute. That wasn't.
It was awkward when I said it wrong.
But
you got to be on this end to say that it was awkward. For you, it was cute.
Well, I mean, how was it awkward for you? Did we say it was wrong? I thought we just let it slide.
You did.
Okay, let me tell you what happened. When the first time that we met, I had a girlfriend. She passed just a couple months ago.
That introduced us.
The girl who introduced us used to call me PT because my name
Initials.
is right. That at the time, those were my first and last name initials, PT. And so when we were in her car, we were going to visit the university, and in his attempt to be familiar with me, even though we had just met and had known each other more than, say, 30 minutes.
If that.
He was addressing me, and he called me TP. And my girlfriend and I, we were both in the front seat, and he was in the back. And we sort of kind of giggled. But we didn't say anything. I didn't say, no, it's PT. I didn't do it. We just ignored it and just went on. So, what was the awkwardness in that when...
The fact that you didn't. I mean, because once I said it, I knew it was wrong.
Oh, okay.
And, it could be, well, who does he think he is? He don't know me, and yada, yada, yada. I mean, you know how...
It was cute.
You know how they can be.
Who's they?
Them other people.
Oh, okay.
You just wasn't one of them other people, which is not. Why we're still together.
All right, then.
TP.
So for him it was awkward. For me it was cute, Yeah. But yeah, I like the fact that Amani and Woody, were just comfortable from the get-go. And so, again, we're, keeping our fingers crossed. Yeah. And then the ending, of course, with our quirky friends who had a quirky audience. Mm-hmm. As well.
And a quirky entrance.
They know each other. At least they've met.
They met each other.
They've met. And I wonder what that meeting was like because...
Her mouth stayed open a long time.
and his face... It became kind of sober.
Yeah, good word. Good word.
It became kind of sober.
Because to see quirky become sober, it's a distinct, uncomfortable look.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
So we don't know if it's a pleasant uncomfortable or, just a bewilderment of wow, how did this happen? But both of them had a reaction that
will be explained next week.
Yeah, it'll make you definitely want to look at next week.
But it'll be interesting to see what that explanation is. So there you have it. That's this week's episode, a short little recap. And we will see you again next week as we talk about episode 3. Until then, mask up, hand sanitize, social distance, stay safe.
Enjoy.
Peace.